Hello, this is Ryden LaFleur. I'm going to try and make my video again because you couldn't hear me very well over the wind. I'm outside on my balcony. A little flower garden on my balcony. And I live in Stordal, Norway, at the harbor. I'm so blessed to get one of two apartments in the guest quarters building of the harbor here. So this is where I live, my most beautiful home that I've ever had. Such a blessing. Well, this is my first junk journal ever, and I've used a lot of scraps, odds and ends that I've had around the house, and I work at a furniture factory, so I have a lot of fabric from there. And so I included some of that. Oh, I just loved this junk journal adventure, and I'm definitely going to make more of these. I do a lot of journaling and sketching, and I'm hoping to eventually be able to go on travel journeys again, and I'm going to take junk journals with me so I can record my adventures. And I did a little lace tie on the side here. Inside, I covered the front and back covers with some of the jelly printing I have done. I follow Gi Kerr on Facebook, so I've gotten all of my ideas from her, and these are projects that she has published. So this is actually my reference journal, but I had to just embellish as much as I could. It's my first time, and it was so fun. So like a little book tag, I think it was called. Here I included a template for future book tags. I love these with all these little hidden pockets. And I am a Christian, so I hid Bible verses throughout my junk journal. Just like we're supposed to hide God's word in our heart. So it's like a little hide and seek. Here, those are really cool. Oh yeah, and I did coffee tea staining, so all the paper feels really antique-y. Very nice texture it gets when you do coffee and tea staining. Here was a little envelope, and I included a little card, Bible verse, that I could do some journaling on. I didn't do coffee tea staining on everything, and then I wanted to add a little bit on, so I just used a paintbrush and painted around. It was kind of funky, but it's cool. Very nice. And you can open up here. And here was more space to journal on. In the corner tuck here that you could fold out. You could do some writing on if you wanted. Wind. It's just so beautiful. We had a long, harsh winter, so it's just so nice to be outside in the sunshine. And I had gotten a bunch of things after my grandmother, after she passed away, that she actually had from when my family lived here in Norway for a little over a year, when I was 3 years old. So this was an envelope addressed to my father in Santa Barbara. That was our first address in Santa Barbara. Really cool. And here in Norway, these little Victorian cut-out pictures are very popular, especially with little girls. Buy them and glue in scrapbooks. Call them glansbilder. So I had a bunch of those from before, and they were just perfect for including in my junk journal. And lots of hidden spaces to do journaling on. This was a fun page with all these different pockets. I did some lace trim, a little book of scrap paper that I put together. Can do some journaling on there. A Some more Bible verses. Faith, hope, and love. A little fold-out card too with another Bible verse in. I'll do some writing on there if I'd like. Here was odds and ends. Another little scrapbook. There was actually, oh, I wonder where that went. I had another little Bible verse in there, but it's disappeared. And a few of the paper clips I've made. I even had this cool handkerchief in the things that I got after my grandmother. So that was interesting. I just stuck that in there for added texture and makes it really look like a junk journal, like the Victorian ladies did. They collected all sorts of odds and ends and just kept them in their journals. Little page with pockets. Here was an origami hidden pocket thing. These were really fun. Just used a piece of the jelly plate paper I made. And you can open it all the way up. Oops. You do that. There we go. And a Bible verse hidden in the heart. There we go. Let's put that away for later. And a couple more little cards that I could do writing on, or can't wait until we can travel again. Living in Norway, we have all of Europe right at my back door. So I did a lot of wonderful trips the last few years. Went to Paris for the first time ever, Brest, France. I stayed there and then I took a few tours into the countryside. Oh, Saint Miguel, oh, that was amazing. Oh, I wish I had a journal like this then. I could have written in and maybe tucked some of the brochures that I collected on my travel adventure. Well, next time. I'll make sure that I have a couple of these to take with me. So there was a little corner tuck stencil and lovely little paper clip out of more of the jelly plate. I just love jelly plate printing. It's really cool. I made my own jelly plate too, since I couldn't find any place here in Norway that were selling it. I did find them afterwards though. So they are out there, but they are, of course, double as expensive as they are in the States. A few little cards I could do journaling on the back of. A little book out of scrap pages that I can do more journaling on. I love the collages too. Just so pretty. A little envelope pocket with a page I could do some journaling on. Went overboard on the staining, the coffee tea staining. But it's cool, it's beautiful. A little extra few pages to do some writing on. And I did try to leave a lot of empty spaces so I can actually do journaling on them. Another envelope, but backwards this time. The top, or the, what do you call it, lip inside, and made really cool tuck spaces behind it. And I think it's just a little card, or is it a booklet in there? Boy, have I been printing up a storm. I've had to renew my ink cartridges twice now. And I stuck in a few cards behind here, and this was really fun. It's just really the plastic contact paper stuff that you use for covering books. And I had been drawing some flowers. I love flowers, so I'm always picking flowers and sticking in books here and there to dry. And they're just perfect for including in junk journals. Really pretty. Pages for journaling and sketching too. I love to sketch. And lots of lovely pages. These were really fun. Little pockets, ties, and a little lace pocket here that you can stick more cards or books or brochures. I'm always collecting things on my travels too. I come back with so many papers from everywhere I visited that explain everything, all the history of the places. So a book like this would be perfect to include some of those pages in. Here's another pocket I could use a journal or a brochure in. This was fun. More stuff from after my grandmother. This was actually a card I had sent to her. I can't even read my own writing, but it could be 2007. So that wasn't too very long ago, but still it's been some years since then. And just fit perfectly in here. This was fun. It's an accordion pocket. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Pull it out. And there's a few more little lace pockets you can hide little treasures in. Yeah, that was a treasure. Little picture. And yeah, there we go. A Bible verse. Psalm 1. Fix that later. More pages for journaling. Another corner tuck. I think a little booklet with more pages that you can do journaling on. All these little lace scraps and hidden pockets. I love this. It's going to be so fun to put to use. I love my collage page I made. Oh, this was really nice. An envelope pocket. You can fold open, do some more journaling on. Another little lace pocket here. Another Bible verse, of course. Let's go first. There we go. And then a hidden pocket behind. Included like a bookmark, book plate. Tag. And I included some of the old letters I had gotten after my grandmother from, I think they're from, 1969. So these were letters that for some reason, I guess my parents took with them when we moved to Norway when I was like 3 years old. And I got those after my grandmother passed away. My aunt collected them for me. This was really nice. I used more of that plastic contact paper and put in this really cool lily in the valley I dried from last year. And then just some lace trim around it. You can see the collage through it. I just love these, like glittered layers. And more journal pages. And one more of these plastic pockets. Some different dried leaves I had collected. It's so nice. You can see the front and back. See things through it, like a little window. And I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Well, thank you for listening. And have a blessed day. And